I want to send a shout out and say congratulations to the gentleman of the 13th floor. 200 episodes, that is phenomenal. Like, that's incredible, amazing. And when I heard Faison say, like, that's 5 years worth of episodes, I was just like, wow, it's true. You guys have been at it for a long time. And I'm just really proud of what you've built, how you've grown your audience, how the show has morphed into what it is today. I'm not a big podcast listener, but I do make an effort to catch the 13th floor either right after it drops or like the day after. I try to get into it as soon as I can. What I love about this particular pod is that it's black men talking about issues that affect us as black men. I really don't know of a podcast that exists that does this. You look at popular podcasts like Joe Budden or whomever, and they're talking about the usual stuff: rap, women, sports, and it's all, that's all cool. Like, don't get it twisted. I like talking about all that stuff too. But when I tune into the 13th floor, I know that I'm going to get something of substance. I know that Coach K and Faison and Mr. Logistics and Barry Fresh and B Jones, I know that y'all are gonna really come with, as I said, like with some substance. You're gonna talk about things that really affect the black community and black men in particular, things that I don't think we talk about outside of like our friend group or the barber shop or something like that. It's really refreshing to know that this pod exists, even though I'm not physically there with you all. It makes me feel like I am. I'm having conversation with my friends, and you guys are my friends, and it's just really, it's an amazing thing. And as I said, I'm super proud of what you all have accomplished. So congratulations on 200 episodes. Looking forward to the next 200, the next 5 years, and beyond.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 13th floor, where the furniture isn't always the best, but the views are amazing. This is your moderator, B Jones, and this is episode 200.
Yeah.
13th floor.
Those cientos.
Yeah, we're
I
gonna get
needed
Fanny's
a
band in
bang
the
drop,
background.
a big bang drop right there.
Right?
That's what I needed.
Yeah, the joint, DJ Barry B Fresh, go hook it up, all that good stuff going on in the background, man. Yeah, do it real big for episode 200. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Very excited, man. It's crazy because this is definitely the 200th episode, and for some reason I feel just as nervous as I was when we did episode 1 in Carol's. I don't know what you call that room. Is it like the living room? Was it the?
That
It's not a
definitely was a
Florida
living room. It was like
Like
den.
it's like a.
it was an office space. I guess it was a sitting room. There you go.
Yeah,
sophisticated.
The sitting room.
Yeah.
We recorded a whole 45 minutes of nothingness, or I guess we didn't record.
Well, no, we did a whole 45-minute show
and didn't record it.
Didn't hit
Then we got
record.
to repeat.
Right.
The good old days.
Fun
Good
times,
old
man.
days.
Exactly, when things were so much more simple. I know. Definitely, before we get started, man, I want to say thank you to all of our listeners. I definitely want to shout out Jay Fingers for the intro into the podcast, man. Definitely appreciate the love, brother. We got a special one for the outro. I ain't gonna call her out just yet, but no, we got you, baby girl. We got you, and we might be able to get you back on the show for your reoccurring role or what have you. Just sit on the sit in the whims. We'll be there with you. But definitely want to shout out all the listeners, day 1 listeners, day 25 listeners, year 3, 4, and 5 listeners. We appreciate the love. Keep rocking with us. Check out the pages on Facebook, 13th Floor, please. On Instagram, same thing. The YouTube page, man. Let us get those subscribers up. look out for the podcast coming soon on Facebook. We just got that notification as well. So now you got another platform where you can catch us, not just iTunes, not just Google Play, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and the like. But then you can catch it on Facebook since we all spend so much time of our social media lives there.
Yes, sir.
That's all I got, man. Episode's done.
We done. Y'all love that.
That was listen. If that's the new intro, that's a good ass intro.
Nah, man.
Hey,
My fellas,
go ahead, man. Do your thing. Do your thing.
you got it, bro.
No, man. I was gonna call out something that needed to be fixed, but it's cool. I already fixed it. We're good. Keep going.
What is that? Let the people know. Keep us in the door.
No, keep
Keep
it as
the
an
door
Easter
open.
egg. Keep it as an Easter egg.
Keep it as an Easter egg. Okay, cool.
Yeah, you know me,
Man. I'm the only one that don't ever know what's going on this show, man. And I'm supposed to be leading it, so I don't know. I don't know how to feel
in the
about it.
super headquarters.
You're the host. You keep your eyes forward. Meanwhile, we in the background playing around.
Everything else.
And passing notes.
Yeah. I'm sitting here doing stuff, man, in the back of the classroom, man.
20 times. I also want to shout out a couple of our other guests. I was thinking about 200 episodes. We've talked about favorites in the past, but some names that I don't think ever really come up that often. Purvis was one of the ones that jumped in immediately. Those couple of episodes about mental wellness and us as Black men and being in tune with our feelings. Like that definitely came up. Now I definitely think that might need to be a little bit more of a focal point.
He
for
actually
us.
has another book about to drop or just drop. Go ahead and keep on
Pre-order.
talking.
Yeah, pre-order came out for sure.
Yeah, so Purvis, Trinice, I thought about her. Funny because she popped up on my Telegram a few days ago, and her avatar is like, I don't know if some things have changed since she was on the 13th floor, but it just threw me way off. But some of the things she dropped on us when she was on the show, especially like putting me on to UDC and not even knowing that it was HBCU right here in the city, was big, man. So definitely want to shout some of them. Lauren, one of our very first guests, dropping the financial tips on us and everything. Lauren Williams.
Yeah. She's actually got a financial retreat here in Atlanta this weekend.
You hanging out?
Nah, brother. I think it was supposed to be for females only.
Discrimination.
Yeah, a little bit, but
But she got big things going on. She's dropping a lot of stuff and doing a lot of things for talking about the next generation of athletes, financial wellness for them. And again, she's in her lane, man. She's doing her thing.
Yeah, she's doing her thing. Yeah, shout out to Lauren for real. Worth winning. Let's put it out there. Worth winning.
Yep.
If you need a financial advisor, planner, worth winning. Check it out. We vouch for it.
But guys, don't let me do all the talking, man. I gotta get y'all.
Nah, man. There's a whole bunch,
thoughts
man.
and feelings on the 200, man.
I mean, you already going down the guest route, so we might as well just run the gambit. You know what I mean? I mean, our brother Ernest was on here.
Yes. The real
a couple times, right?
Yeah,
right. He was on here a couple times. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Ernest was on here a couple times.
Dr. Ben with the men's health.
Yeah, Dr.
I actually got to reach out to Dr.
Brother
Ben. I'm glad you brought
gut
that
health. Gut check.
Yeah, man. Gut health.
Nia Grace up in Boston.
Yeah, man.
Shouts to Nia on the new restaurant.
Yes.
Number two, baby.
Number two.
Absolutely. Did the show, then cussed us out after the show.
Right.
Yeah.
Feedback.
It was only right.
Yeah. Man, keep going, man.
Listen, I guess shout out to our past most biggest podcast, The Left Side of the Menu.
I was gonna say Jamal King. Yep.
That was a huge one for some time. He got overtaken by Beachella, but it was definitely one of the huge ones for a long time. Yep.
Oh yeah, man.
The
Was
9
that
to 5
ABS
millionaire.
was that ABS on that episode?
She was.
Yeah.
Was it?
Not Beachella? No, Beachella was something different. But Angry Black Female was. Yeah, she was on here too. She did her thing.
Yeah. Don't say anything more about that. Keep it moving.
Yeah, keep moving.
So
Keep
I do want to
moving,
point
keep
out, I know we've got a lot of people on here, right? But I think one of the things I look back and I love the fact that we did is probably about 85% of the guests we had have all been alumni from our university.
Yeah,
right?
true.
So
True story.
I know we're branching out. It's nothing against anybody else who didn't go to the U, but I think the fact that in our weekend in Atlanta a few weeks ago when we went to the game, we're gonna talk about the party and not the game itself. When we were up there though, it was good to see everybody, and I was telling Gina about all the people there and what they were doing. And I just went down the list, and I was like, standing in this parking lot, minimum, I think, I just going off numbers in my head, minimum was a 1.5 million.
Oh, that's conservative.
And I'm saying minimum. I'm saying minimum. Just the young black. I think the youngest one may have been 33, 34 years old, up to so about a 10-year range. Like easily 1.5 million standing in a parking lot, just having a good time. And I just said, I called it over like, look, this person does this, that person does that. This is the excellence that we are a part of. All came from the youth. And that's been the most reflective piece, I think, over the last 200 episodes overall. Like, no offense to anybody else, but that stuck out to me.
None at all. So in saying that, shout out to Aston.
Definitely.
If you haven't downloaded Tip Off, definitely do that. That game is blowing up.
It's regular. Thanksgiving's birthday,
commercial
birthday
dropped in Chicago last week.
I think on what is it, on Xfinity? Yep.
Nice.
Yeah. Shout out to Aston.
Yeah, we had Pat.
Yeah, man, some good cooking.
My dog Pat D's. Me and him making magic right now. Man, Harvest, we coming. Oh, just disappeared.
Yeah, that didn't show up. But yeah, shout out to Pat. Shout out to Pat for real. Not just from the entrepreneurial standpoint, but also just stepping out there and just going after your dream. You know what I mean? Making a pivot and going all in. I just got some swag from Pat's company as well.
Oh, nice.
So
nice.
Yeah. Man.
Let's not forget and shout out to Jay Dace for being on here. Big Mike D.
Mike D, Wiz, Gary.
On here. Shout out to the always welcomed 13th floor employees. They're here. They are
yes. Man, shout out to Kenny. Kenny ain't make it past
I'm about to say,
90-day probation. Shout out to Kenny.
One time for my dog.
Yeah, that's funny.
And I guess we definitely we can't discriminate. We got a shout out to the powder room. They were
yes.
Gotta have them.
I actually just was looking at that episode. I was skimming through all of the Vimeo uploads. And I saw that episode. And I was like, oh, that is right.
That was episode 99, right before we did 100.
Wow.
We should have had him back on here again but you know what? When we hit 299, we got him.
There we go.
We got him. Yeah, man. The powder room. I was looking forward to the powder room, man. I thought that was going to be a very, very interesting dynamic if it had, continued on.
It was. I think it was too. Oh man, you know what? We can't forget about the man, the myth, Stack Folio.
I was gonna say that. Yeah.
Dropping the company, selling it off, becoming the big man, becoming one of us to see that happen. We saw a company be made, work through, struggle,
and sold.
And that is, you saw the full cycle.
Super
and that's
dope.
been
awesome.
And that was way before. That was like years before we got like here now. Like crypto was like super mainstream, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
way
they didn't
before it even got.
They didn't even struggle. They didn't get to struggle. It was like, hey, it's on and popping. Let's sell.
Oh, right. Yep.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Omar. Man, that's crazy, man. There's a whole bunch more people I'm sure that we're probably
So
forgetting.
many more. Yeah, man. It's just crazy. Just going through.
Yeah, shout out to
looking back.
Caitlin.
Yes.
Oh, there you go. Yep.
Shout out
Yes.
to
You gotta get
Caitlin.
that, gotta get that HR aspect in
Yeah,
there.
Yeah,
HR.
that was big. That was big. Man, so many of these people just doing big things. Congratulations to Caitlin if you're listening. Just got married not too long ago. Yeah. No longer lives in Atlanta. Relocated
What?
back down to South Florida. Yep.
Man. That would make sense
Yeah,
why
man.
she didn't come to the game, because she would have definitely been there.
She would have definitely been there. Yep.
That makes sense. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
put it all
man.
Yeah,
together.
man.
Shout out to Quinetta.
Quinetta. For sure.
I haven't talked to Q in so long. I mean, that's Chris is like one of her best friends, but she's always doing big things. She still got her branding company, Q Play Strategies, going
Yeah.
on. Still down in Texas, and still a monster in the healthcare industry, like healthcare administration industry. Doing her thing there. So yeah, definitely shout out. It's always great to see Black women succeed in those male dominated places, and giving her her living that experience like every day.
Absolutely, man. And then of course, one of our biggest events to our existence thus far, Juneteenth.
Yes.
2020?
And that was 2020.
19.
No, that was 2020.
No, 2020.
It was
2020.
2020. It was
It was
during
during-
baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
It was
got
during COVID.
Nicole Henry. We went straight to the health after that.
Yeah, we did
Yep.
health, we did finance.
You got Camille Cohen, you got Terry and Bennett, you got Joseph Dewberry. And the health, man, heavy hitters.
Vivian.
Vivian was on there too. Yup.
Yeah, Vivian Jolly B.
Man.
The network is crazy, man. I mean, that's a real testament to you guys, because about 95% of those folks all came off the, laboring backs of you all, man. So, I mean, I just think that the relationships that were built over such a span of time at UM, to see that stuff still hold tight. I mean, y'all talking about the game a few weeks ago and how great it had to have been to be amongst, all those alumni and the energy, despite, the outcome and everything else. Well, yeah, but just hanging out and being around all that stuff, man. Like the network is beautiful. It's beautiful.
It was well worth. It was tiring. I think we did more running.
For you. Yeah, definitely.
That day was an adventure. That was an adventure.
The whole weekend was
that whole I'm about to say that whole trip was just an adventure.
But it was in total reflection. I was like, I needed that, and I think I told Kay that, and we were sitting around talking like the night after with everybody. It's just like it was well needed. Just a reminder of, again, just the people that we come in contact with, the network that we have, man. And again, it's not a selfish thing, but I know that person, like that person, and be able to speak about somebody and like, look, put somebody on, like, look, you in Atlanta, you need this, you need to go talk to this person. Like, it ain't about BJ. It's about putting them on to somebody I know who's going to take care of them about the business. Like, that's the greatest thing to feel in the world.
Yeah.
I want to, before we two things about this. One, I'm going to go back to Brett, and we talked about the healthcare. Let's not forget about, we did our mouth healthcare when we did dental with Mrs. Jones, and soon to be Mrs. Jones, and going through all the dental aspect and learnings there, which that's my favorite episode, because I love dentists. So that was where I was like,
how till you come see us?
Dumping questions. So that was
He's
that
not
one.
giving up on his he been going to his dentist forever. They're like
I was just there when I was in Miami. I went back there. So but we also during the game went back to college and had the car struggle, which was awesome. So we literally had the full circle of that whole experience. So the party lasted until 2 a.m. Then the car, it was just great. You couldn't ask for anything else. It was a true holiday and party.
Yo, I forgot about that. I literally forgot about that quick, just because the rest of the weekend just overshadowed it.
So I feel like y'all got to kind of fill me in, man, because I couldn't make the weekend and everything. So I'm trying to live vicariously through my 13th floor brothers. Man.
Yeah, man. So we we go to the game. The energy is amazing. First of all, look, I had been calling for like 2 months in advance. Hey, what we gonna do? We gonna tailgate? What are we doing? What are we cooking? Nothing. Nobody's saying anything. Then it was, all right, BJ's gonna look into what it costs. He can't get in contact with anybody. So eventually it's just like, all right, bump it. We ain't doing it. We're just gonna go to somebody's restaurant
Done.
whatever.
And we all were good with it.
It was confirmed. We were like, done. This was what happened. We're good.
Listen, man, Aston touches ground in Atlanta. She hits me up. She says, "Hey, I'm in your city. What's up? What's going on with the tailgate?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, no tailgate. We couldn't find any information. So whatever. We was gonna end up going to a restaurant before, whatever. You're more than welcome to come." Man, she links up with Trish. An hour later, I get a text. "Hey, we secured 2 tailgate spots. We already paid for it."
How long?
Now, mind you, this is Friday.
Right.
The game is Saturday.
I don't know how they ran that play, but I'll take it.
They ran that play, and then after that, man, everybody just went to work. Like, all right, we need tents. We need another grill. We need this. We need that.
Brothers in Smoke appearance.
Brothers in Smoke did appear. Brothers in Smoke did appear.
Look at that.
What we smoked, BJ? 4 chickens.
No, 4 chickens.
Was it 8? Oh, you smoked
4 chickens. 4 chickens we smoked, and then we roasted the other one.
And then we roasted 2. Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, like that morning.
Yeah.
Threw them jokers in the cooler.
Yo, I got to Atlanta. We pulled in Atlanta at like 6:15. By 6:45, 7 o'clock, me and Kay were back out the door, running, grocery shopping, getting vehicles secured. And we didn't stop until 3 o'clock that morning.
I think so. Yep.
And then back up at 5
to start.
You were up at 5. You were up at 5. I got up at 6 to start the smoke.
Yeah, man. Art was out trying to secure tents.
Yeah.
Tables. It was crazy, man. But anyway,
it's like college. You make it happen. You got a call. You make it happen, dog.
Yeah, they got on, the beverages, and man, we got together, and I don't even know how many people ate, man, but it was a lot of people. And then at the end of the night, we still have food left over because we actually left the game in the third quarter. Once we realized, okay, we're at the point of no return, we went back to the tailgate spot.
Damn right.
Pull the DJ equipment back out because, of course, Fresh had his DJ equipment with him.
Killing it.
And that's it, man. We just started partying again, man. People came back over there. We still had food, ate the food, and at the end of the night, there was an organization across the parking lot that was feeding the homeless. So we were able to take all the food we had left over and give it to them so that they could distribute to the homeless.
And they just took it. No liability waivers, none of that. It was like, yeah, let me have that.
No, nothing.
We thought so. They didn't ask no questions.
Yeah.
Definitely shout out to Fresh as well, because I mean he did his thing up there, man. Yeah. We set up that afternoon. I think the whole parking lot just stopped what they were doing.
Right.
Like you had people coming from other parking lots, people driving by later on that night, people were just pulling up. Like, first of all, we in downtown Atlanta. Like, hey, what's going on?
Man. But you know what? Good spirits get good things. So even people were there, they weren't there causing trouble with us. But we need to get a shirt with Fresh and Gary that says, I'm a DJ, he's the MC.
Oh,
because Gary was going
negative.
On.
It was hilarious.
Negative. That's not what we're doing.
I gotta release the tape.
That experience
it's hilarious because he was just like he was so just off the chain. The stuff he was saying, like the tape is hilarious. I was dying driving back home.
We need a shirt.
What's the song?
We need a shirt with Fresh. And then you could have a caricature of Gary saying, "Don't act like y'all too good to dance. Y'all ain't gentrified. Stop acting."
No. It just needs to say mad gentrification going on.
Mad gentrification.
That's what he's like. Yo, he's like, man, there's mad gentrification going on up in here. He's like,
man,
he said, what y'all want to do? Y'all want to talk about Bitcoin? Yeah, that's what y'all want to do? We talking about assets? Is that what we doing? You will see it's going off.
Credit scores, credit scores. We have 300 over here. All those sound bites are there for
it is hilarious. I just gotta put it up because I have it because I sent it to him because it was so y'all don't even understand the randomness because I don't even know what made me just still go ahead and say, yo, I'm gonna put my DJ stuff in this car and go. Like it was extremely random the events leading up to, because I wasn't even supposed to be driving myself up there. I had
Right.
two other people who canceled on me on the mission of deciding to make that trip.
Right. Like the trip, the cancellation of the trip actually made you secure transportation.
Right.
100%, right? It was like,
That's
yo,
hilarious.
a lot of stuff happened in like the weeks leading up, and then just like you said, I'm literally driving up and get the call from Kay like, hey man, they said it's going down. I'm like, what do you mean it's going down?
Right.
Show up,
Right.
brother.
Right. Let
Show
me
up
turn
and do your
around.
thing,
But then
We
I ain't
man.
pack it
gonna
up.
lie, as soon as he hung up the phone, I looked up and like, yo, you know what time it is, dog. Let's get this straight.
And listen, man, it was so crazy. So, listen, there's all these parking lots, and that's where, tailgates are happening. And,
Mhm.
we're waiting to get the music going. And the meanwhile, other people are playing music. Man, please. As soon as he fired up, that
He
was
Oh
soon
it.
he
yeah.
did that.
Their
Oh,
music
that
was
was it.
gone. You couldn't hear their
Yeah.
music anymore. Like they just turned their music off. Like, okay, get it.
Don't
This
make
guy's
no
got it.
sense.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. It was
You
all
Um,
had
good.
you had the old white guys next door and across
Oh,
the
Yo, there
parking
camping.
was.
lot
I'm
partying,
talking
coming over.
about an old white dude
Yeah.
came up, and I'm talking about came up to the point when he was coming up. I was like in mode of, oh, here we go. Here's
Right.
about to be some dude telling me some crazy, that he was just like, man, I don't know who you are. Is this your profession? Is this your you are something, man. You are something. It's like, geez, bro.
Yeah. It was good. Real good.
yeah,
Yeah.
man. It was there was so much comedy, man. This Joker here, man. Sitting there, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm minding my business. I know that much. And some random dude walks up to Fresh and starts talking something to him. Oh, he want to do something. He's like, nah, man, talk to that dude over there. He's the one in charge.
Open mic, man. You're
Look,
supposed to
no,
share the
look.
mic.
This is what happens. This is
The
what happens.
one chick that came up and grabbed the
I
mic too.
look, okay,
Oh,
I can give
that.
y'all two
Yeah.
of those scenarios. Okay, but either way, I'm sitting there DJing. I'm trying to focus on DJing. In the case that Carol's talking about, excuse me, random dude comes over talking about some, oh, so y'all partying, huh? And I made some smart comment to him, just like, aren't you? Like, you know what I mean? Aren't you a genius type stuff? He came back with kind of like one of them comments that was just like, oh, I might have to fight this dude. Because it was just kind of like one of those, wait a minute, did he
I
take it the
missed
wrong way?
it.
But then he got into talking about, oh, I see y'all got food and y'all selling plates and all this other stuff. And I'm just like, I'm DJ. I ain't got time to do all of this, yo. I ain't got time for that. So I told her I did. Kay, and it was I didn't even know if Kay could hear me.
And that's the funny thing. And that's how in tune to, each other we are, because he's playing music loud as I don't know what. And I'm not next to him. I'm a good ways from him.
Yeah,
And
he's
I
a good
just
50 feet
hear,
away from me.
and I could hear him say, talk to that dude over there.
And
He's in charge. And
and
I
he looked at
immediately
me.
turned around and looked right at him like, for real?
Y'all know that Kay look.
Oh
But then the
man.
other time that BJ was talking about, I'm sitting there, I don't even know if I think that Gary might have like, went to give her the mic or something like that. But either way,
No, she walked over and was like,
He walked over
"Can
there.
I get
oh,
this one?"
that
And this is
yeah,
before
she was. So
Gary was there.
she was trying to talk to him to ask him, and then she walked
Mhm.
over to try to like jump on the mic and start screaming, like "Go Canes" or something like that. But she started screaming, and I'm like, "You gonna break my mic, yo?" I
Right.
definitely I snatched the mic and I gave her a lot of I actually and really I gave everybody else because I was looking around like who is this chick? Wow,
Right.
what is she doing
Somebody gonna
here?
get
I
her.
was right beside you.
Like y'all.
I easily moved her right out
Just like,
there. And
ma'am, you're gonna have to come with me.
you go ahead. That reminded me of when I just finished pledging, and one of the ZTAs like, "Oh, you're Kane," and like almost broke her arm on the stage, and everyone was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm sorry, I just pledged, and you can't touch that."
I ain't with that. Yeah, I'm not with that. It's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen.
One day I can say thank y'all for everybody who was there for, because if you don't know, I took the kids with me, right? So the twins are now 13, Mason's 15. It'll be 15 Sunday. Good Lord. And like when we decided to go, it was like, okay, y'all gonna get this experience. Like this is the family. Like we do what we do as a family, but this is the family as well. So y'all gonna get the tailgating experience. Y'all gonna get the people out here. Yeah, people are drinking, people are having a good time, people listen to music, but we all having a good time and we all supporting each other, watching out for each other. So kids had a ball. They were talking about it for days. I mean, we talked about it the last couple of days, but they were still talking about it last week. Different things that happened and different people. They just had a good time and they were trying to be themselves. But by the end of the night, them phones went down. They was out there watching everybody just kind of jiggle themselves inside. So
that's what you want right there.
I appreciated that because even though we were out there and I knew they were still in a safe place and having a good time with everybody. So I appreciated that.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I think I at one point in time, I had both of them around my arms. We were doing some crazy. They were just like, "This is so weird." I'm like, "I don't care. You're gonna get into this. We're gonna do this." And I don't know what it was, but they were just like, "I'm going with him. I'm just gonna do it." My Uncle
Probably
Artie,
swag surf or something. Yeah, I want to say we were just out here having a good time, man.
It was good.
It's funny, man. I think I made Cam. I made his spirit jump out of his body, like he was doing something, and I scared him, and like that boy was just about to like pass out because he was like.
Good stuff.
But yeah,
That's
man.
what it
Listen,
was. We lost the game, but we won the tailgate by far.
It still sounds like mission accomplished.
We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna party no matter what.
Yep.
But I think the thing to take away from that, right, and it goes all through the 200 episodes with all the people is just, you know, man, the importance of connection and
right.
you know, people that become family. And you know, it's what we try to promote here on the 13th floor is, you know, our primary thing is, look, we're 5 Black men that come together. We try to come together weekly and share our experiences. And, you know, we've only really given you just the tip of the iceberg, really. And what we're trying to accomplish is, you know, people sharing this and getting even more people into that network. And being able to celebrate things that need to be celebrated, highlight things that need to be brought attention to, and just continue to try and educate and make people know that, hey, it's possible, and things like this exist outside of, you know, a professional sorority or fraternity. And you know, the old school family and village exist if you were willing to put in the work and make the connections.
That's the big thing, man. Putting in the work and making the connections. I mean, you talk about it. 5 of us here, all very, very different backgrounds. 3 of us, different fraternities. You know, all at different, varying levels of professional careers, but all come together. Commonality and finding that commonality, and not to say that we agree on everything all the time, but you know, those bro moments, and you know, really understanding the relationship and how to best move this machine forward, and connecting with other people. I think that's the, you know, with all of those different guests, you know, I don't think any one guest that we brought on to the show in these 200 episodes has ever not felt like, or at least we try to get them to feel right at home. You know, it's a comfortable environment, relax. Just come on and be you. We'll adapt to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to come in here and, you know, get with this program or whatever, because it's loose. You know, we're fluid. So I think absolutely, man.
Oh my God, I don't know how I forgot this, and if I don't say this, I'll get killed.
You didn't forget it. You're right here.
Right. Shout out to my brother, Obanao Bilo, and dropping of his book. That was a big deal. We had literally one of 3 platforms he chose to display that on. And that was a pretty big deal. And his memoirs are about to do some big things soon. And we will be featured on his main page during the interview. So it's a pretty cool thing.
Dope.
Good stuff, man. Shout out Obi.
What other celebrations we got, man? Any other celebrations we got going around the horn? I got one.
Yeah, definitely, man. Because I think the one thing to celebrate is each individual on this podcast and the growth that has happened individually and collectively over the year. Again, it's just this bond, this time we have together. It's therapeutic, right? We've talked about that before, but I think we've used it as a catalyst in all our different lives and all our different backgrounds. All the conversations that go on. What you guys see here is like 5% of everything else, the conversation that goes on behind the scenes. And that's the magic that happens. We hold each other accountable for stuff, check in with everybody, we support through ups and downs, and that personal growth over these, what do you say, 200 episodes. So we're at what, 4.5 years?
Yeah.
5 years?
5, yeah.
Somewhere between 5 and 6.
Yeah,
We
4.5, yeah.
So when you think, again, and Kane's brought up many times, you look at, if you track the personal growth that everybody has had, even the time of a downturn in the world right then, everybody experienced growth in different ways. And I think I attribute that all to just the support system and everything. So again, we got to shout out ourselves. Like, and again, take that spotlight and shine it on ourselves for a minute too, because again, podcasts don't make it to 200 episodes.
They do not.
People don't grow through 2 episodes. And again, everybody who was a part of this initially, again, it's hey, you're still family. Like everybody said, it's that part of everything, and we still shout out, still catch up with, and make sure we touch base with everybody. So I think that's growth in itself to be recognized.
We were doing Zoom before Zoom was cool to do Zoom.
Yeah.
And what else? Cisco, Google.
We didn't have to pivot when Zoom became the
We done ran the gamut.
Right. Like Zoom should send us something.
Right. Yes, for sure.
Like I'm just thinking about the number of guests that we'd be like, no, we use Zoom. What's that?
Right.
Yep.
Right.
What's that? How do I use it? But yeah, so the first podcast actually dropped October 12th of 2017.
Wow.
Cool.
Well, 5 years. And wow.
That is crazy.
That is insane. 17. Yeah, the boys weren't. Namdi was born. Namdi was born
In 16.
Yeah, Namdi was born. Arenze was coming. He was just born. Arenze was just born.
In 2017.
September 19th. Yeah. Wow.
Were you still in Maryland in 2017, Carol?
Yeah. You know what?
I think
No,
that's
I wasn't.
a submission when we had to change a couple of things.
I think you're right.
Yeah, it had to be 20 because I got up here in 2015.
Because I was in Maryland from 2012 to 2016. So you're right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we can't go by this date. That's interesting.
Right. Yeah, because I'm thinking about everything that was going on at that time, and Chris in dental school, and trying to relearn how to buy a car based on Carol's system and shit up here.
Hey, you bought a lot more cars in my system.
I would have made it to Vegas if I hadn't left. I put money on that.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Bought more cars and had less kicks.
No, but BJ, I was actually gonna say the same thing that you said as far as a celebration, because I definitely think we have to take time, to big up ourselves for, everything it takes to get to 200 episodes, everything, that the accountability that we got to continue to have for each other to reach, new heights and moving this thing forward so we can get to another 200 episodes, 250, 300 and beyond. So I definitely want to let you guys know, I appreciate y'all, man, especially not being, I guess, a part of the original, clique, and then, Carol seeing something and then getting involved and, trying to find a space. But, it feels really good to have, good dudes. Like, y'all are some good men. Everybody got their quirks and everything, but just having, these relationships. Like, I don't know, we learn the importance of relationships in college and everything, but I definitely feel like it changed a lot for me, or began to change when I moved up here and got, closer to Carol and the mentorship and everything. And then after coming in and funneling in with you guys. So appreciate y'all, man. All love.
All love,
man. That's and look, man, you talking about appreciate y'all. If you don't say, hey man, you should do a podcast.
This trick fuck. That's what that is.
This doesn't happen.
Right.
The great TF. That's what that's going down there.
Right. I should have worn my physiology shirt that I still have, that I wear all the time. Yep.
Hey,
I wear it to the gym all the time. Everyone's like, "What's that?" Then you'll
Genius had that mine, but I still got the polo.
That's history. That is. That
Yeah.
is history.
Yeah. Shoot, man, I got I got those polos from whatever t-shirt, whatever company that was that Mike D was trying to hook us up with.
Yeah.
yes.
No, I think I threw those away.
No, I have mine. I'll keep it.
I got
I
mine.
got mine hanging up. I don't
No,
know.
no,
I
no.
don't know where to wear it to.
No, I have the actual polo, like the Under Armour one,
Oh, you mean
Yeah.
the sample ones?
and I have
Yeah.
that white one. But then there was some sample ones
Yeah.
that, man, you could
Oh, no,
you could see through. You could see through it. Yeah, man, it's hilarious, man. And I think about our first retreat and photo shoot.
Yeah.
Hey, out there at the
Yeah.
bomb place, what was that place called?
Was
Oh, what was it? A
The
fort?
The
It's a
fort?
fort.
Yeah.
It's in St. Augustine.
Yeah.
Yeah, the St. Augustine Fort.
But what's the
Yeah.
best part about that trip, though? The best part about the trip
When Mike
after
D
that?
jumped off the goddamn hill and rolled down and everything, like showing his
Damn.
age, bro, that was the best part of that trip. dog.
Man, that
that's
was a good
hilarious.
time.
And peach butter.
Peach butter, I knew that was
Peach
coming.
butter was really the.
Peach butter.
It's
I
like,
just
what
saw a
is
picture.
this?
I saw a picture of flashback on my phone of you and Asher.
Yeah.
Oh, yep. Y'all sitting on the porch and everything.
Yeah,
On the porch, yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good trip. The daddle. What type of pepper was it? The
Daddle pepper. Yeah.
Yep,
Daddle.
yep.
DATIL. Yep.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
ain't never heard of that before till we got up there.
I still don't know what it is.
St. Augustine.
Again, that's another one.
You won't find it anywhere else.
It was good though.
I had to find a place that brunch. The name of that brunch spot though. That joint was
The blue hen, something like that.
Blue Hen, something like that. Yeah.
That sounds familiar. Yeah.
The
sounds
trip
about
to Atlantic City, man, for Blacks in Government.
I was at that big conference.
Big
conference,
Oh.
baby.
Woo,
That was fun.
all-nighter.
That was the all nighter.
That was fun.
That was really taking it back to some college type stuff.
Yeah,
We
That was crazy.
We literally
You know.
took over
We're
that,
staying all night even though we don't know what we're doing.
right. Take over the conference room, just go in there, take over it, just get the key and bust in there and not pay for it, but use it.
And it still turned out to be the best part of that whole
Yep, they
conference.
were just like, this thing is
It was a hell of a
amazing.
presentation.
Yeah, that was
And that soundtrack's still right out, Ian, no doubt. Shout out to the big conference soundtrack.
That
Right.
that soundtrack is one of the number one played.
Yo, it is the number one play. Like, yo, no lie, at least 20 plays a week I get on that mix from people. Like, I am not lying. That thing is out of here. Out of here.
I mean, it was getting played in Europe, right?
Europe, I'm about to say, hold on. Y'all talk for 2 seconds while
Get
I
in
go
your
ahead.
bag, Fresh.
Let me
Get in
go
your
into the
bag, Fresh.
insights on y'all real quick.
Yeah, man. While Fresh goes and getting
But
his
you know
bag,
what?
man.
But that's another good lesson, though. I mean, think about how many things that we didn't want to do
right.
over this time period, and we did it, and then we reap benefits from it that we didn't know we were going to reap.
Mm-hmm.
Big facts.
We were definitely like, this ain't going. I'm ready to pack up.
I don't know if this is going.
Moving a spirit into Atlantic City.
I'm in London town. I don't even know where Islamabad is. 9 plays
That's
over there.
Afghanistan or somewhere over there.
Strasbourg, we got 2 joints over there. Croydon, Stoke and Trent. This is only in the last 7 days. Let me go ahead and check 30.
Days. Nice.
We got Rio de Janeiro, Moscow. They shout me out in Prague, Sao Paulo, Brasilia. That's not Brazil. That's Brasilia. Copenhagen, Madrid. I don't even want to. Yugoslavia.
Oh,
We can
man,
go
you
all
know,
over, but
it's
you
not
know.
even time for that tour. All I
All we
hear is
doing
tour,
is
tour, 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 tour.
It ain't time for no tour, man. It's time to get that international virtual DJ going.
Yes,
Too
yeah,
much.
exactly.
You feel
Yeah.
me?
But yes, I do encourage everybody to go
We
out
could
there
just-
that SoundCloud.
we
You
could
know, I
just
probably
stop.
got over 100 hours of mixes for you to enjoy.
You got way more than 100 hours out there, man.
Yeah,
You got way more than 100
yeah,
hours.
I'm about to say there's a lot. There's a lot.
You probably got 100 hours with the mixes that we've talked about, that we've come up with over the years. Not doing the
Over
barbershop
200
boogies and all that
episodes.
stuff you do.
Hey,
Yeah.
The
Jump
barbershop
on them.
boogies, man.
hey,
Absolutely.
classics. Those is classics. Go check the files though. Go into the archives, y'all. Y'all can just put it on, stream it in the background. I'm telling you, make your day better.
Yeah.
Easy. DJ Barrett, be fresh. Go get him. As we close this thing out, ladies and gentlemen, I definitely want to remind you again where you can get this podcast. Facebook coming soon. You got iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, Stitcher, Spotify, iHeartRadio, all those good places, man. Be on the lookout. You got to follow us on Instagram, Facebook at 13th Floor. Please hit us up in an email, 13thfloorviews@gmail.com. Give us your commentary. Leave a comment, leave a review on iTunes. Let us know. Push those 5 stars. Push that button. Push that like button on YouTube.
Yeah.
That subscribe button on
Hey,
YouTube.
and Facebook
Get us up there.
podcast is about to jump off. We about to open it up over there as well.
Yeah, we are. And then shout out to listen, we've come to realize that we got people that listen on so many different platforms. Just want you all to know that we are appreciative of you. As Brett says though, man, we want to hear from you. We want to hear more. Tell us what do you want to see in the next 200? We want to know.
Yeah.
What are your favorite moments? We want to know. We open that up on IG. We got a few responses. But we want to know, tell us. Shout out to Asghar Ali. Shout out to Chanel Deal, some other folks that, did some things for us. Yeah, man, Nicole Henry. Shout out. Does she have a new album?
It dropped. It's about to drop.
It's about
doing
to drop.
crowdsourcing right now.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Went to see her live last month with my mom and pop, and yo, if she's in your city, y'all need to go check out her live performance. She did a tribute to Whitney Houston. Yo, the whole night was jumping.
Nice.
It was nice.
Believe it. That's from that Juneteenth episode.
Yo.
So I am a believer.
Shout out to all the silent listeners who you walk up to you and go, I listen to it all the time, or I hear you, or I'm subscribed to your thing. I listen to it, and you never know, but they in the background just enjoying the show. Shout out to all of them too. And if that's you, thank you.
Yeah, and stop hiding.
You're right.
Let us know. There it is. Art, you got a corner for us before we go to Carol to close us out?
Listen, I'm keeping it sweet and simple. And if those who are watching the show on YouTube can see it, clones are people too. That's all I got for everybody this week, but it's 200, yo. 200 more. We got a lot more things coming your way, a lot more cool stuff, a lot more comedy, a lot more serious notes, a lot more motivation, a lot more dragon that's coming, but it's going to be awesome. And I'm just excited, looking forward to it. Just excited. And no more kids. We'll get into that. Throughout the 200 episodes, but just no hashtag.
Come on, man. You got one more in your Art. Come on,
hashtag
baby.
No more kids.
Come on, man.
That's it.
We got to keep putting forth these good seeds in this world, man. Yeah, we got to keep making productive citizens to counteract all of the crazy stuff that we.
Fresh, mute his mic.
Awesome uncle.
Y'all gonna leave me out here on this island by myself? Is that what it is?
Right about now, brother.
Right now, yes.
Yeah.
Fresh might get one.
Man, Fresh still got like 200, man. I refuse to use. Fresh got about 200.
I'm forcing myself to be like, you gotta pop one out.
You gotta pass that energy down. We need a Fresh Junior. We can't yet.
Hey man, listen, man, you got some mature swimmers, man. You might pop out a 13-year-old.
Right.
No,
exactly.
Three at once. Just
hey,
it will happen. Unexpected.
I need me some roadies to carry equipment. So I mean,
your child gonna pop out and just be like, man, it's about time. Shoot, man.
Exactly.
I already got a degree. You ain't got to worry about sending me to college.
Exactly.
Good.
Been waiting.
I had your car in here, cuz. I had your car in here.
Coach K, man, go ahead and take us out of here, man.
Listen, man, we talked about so much, so many things, but as always, I'm gonna tell y'all, go out and find yourself a hardcore 4 people that will run with you, that will support you, that will call you out when it's needed, that will, you know, praise you when it's needed. And then sometimes just tell you to shut up because you're running your mouth too much. Go out there and find those folks that you trust, and then don't wait for those people that you trust before you put whatever it is that you have to put out into the world. You start moving and the people will come. They will come. Don't wait and say, oh, I need a team. I need this. I need that. Nah, your village probably exists already, and they're probably waiting to support you. They're probably waiting to show up and do work on your behalf. And if you don't know who that is, look at the people that you show up for and that you do work for, because those are probably the people that are going to turn around and help you. So look, if you're out there and you got a quiet voice, you're hiding, stop hiding. You're not fooling anybody but yourself. You're not disappointing anybody. You feel like if I get out there and I fail, I'm going to disappoint somebody. Nope. You're really only disappointing yourself. Nobody's keeping score of that. Nobody's keeping track. You get out there, get your reps in, get your wins, take your losses, learn, win again. And we're going to see you in the next.
We'll see you next week.
200 episodes in 201.
Keep it coming, baby.
Oh,
thank you all for.
Yeah. I almost forgot, man. You know, stay tuned. Stay tuned. You're going to see it. I'm still debating whether it's going to be on YouTube or IG. But yeah, by the time you hear this, I turn 45 a couple days after, like 3 days after. So stay tuned. We're going to do like a little docu-series type thing on the 45th year, and really give you guys some insight into what goes on in the mind of Coach K and some of that Coach K-ism and all the different things that they call it, how that all manifests itself, take you along for the ride and the journey. And we still got to figure out what to call it. I have no idea, but we're going to start running with it and go from there. So stay tuned.
Your voice.
Make sure to bring some snacks, because to go around his head is a long trip.
We done, baby. Thank y'all for listening here on the 13th floor, where the furniture is not always the best, but the views are
Amazing. Enjoy the outro.
Hey, fellas. Happy 200 episode. My name is Georgette Mondezia, a.k.a. Dr. M, a.k.a. Mama G. My favorite episodes of the 13th floor have been the episodes that I've been on. I've been trying to audition for the show for 5 years, but these boys won't let me through. But it's all good. It's all love, and I love all the fellas. So congratulations for all your hard work, for keep on grinding, for keep on doing it. Let's do 200 more. And you know what? I'm always available, fellas, to come back on the show. So my favorite segment is whatever segment I'm on. Happy 200 episode, fellas. Big up on yourself. Yes.
Congratulations to all of you on episode number 200. I'm so proud of each of you, your accomplishments, your devotion to family and friends, and your positive influence on all of your followers. You're setting the standards high and proof that young Black men can achieve what they want in life and be respected. To God be the glory. Keep doing what you're doing. Love you.
Amazing.